There have been countless exhibitions at Wollongong Art Gallery over the years, but with the current COVID-19 lockdown in April 2020, there is one that still has not yet been seen by the general public. Pamela Griffith's exhibition, Wollongong Then and Now, as yet without its celebratory gallery opening, has an extraordinary Illawarra tale to tell. So here, in the interim, is just a little background information on the exhibition itself. No previous Wollongong solo show by an artist who has exhibited in nearly all of the glittering places, from as far afield as the Met in New York to the Vatican, has ever had such deep connections to Illawarra. Pamela Griffith has many remarkable Illawarra ancestors. She is a halpin. She's also a fig tree and a gittos, and now in her latest show has taken us back to what made Illawarra then and now. The Halpin family were extraordinary lighthouse builders, and they came to the only place on the Australian coast that would one day boast two lighthouses. The Fig Tree family, however, were not from the Wollongong suburb of Fig Tree, as you might think, but rather were master coke makers at nearby Unanderra before they founded Mount Pleasant Coke Works that once stood just east of today's Wollongong High School site. Fast forward to the late 20th century, and Pamela's brother, the famed fellow artist George Gittos, and his striking oil on canvas titled Vietnamese Factory Sprayer, is today held by Wollongong Gallery. And like the work of his sister, Pamela Griffith, that image goes to the heart of what life and labour in our region are all about. Pamela Griffith thus draws on both her intense feeling and consummate skill to show us the place to which her forebears were drawn. Let's look at her grandmother, Lavinia Fig Tree, and Lavinia's extraordinary depiction of an intersection on Crown Street, Wollongong, looking south, no earlier than the year 1904. It might seem a humble little canvas, but truly there is no other painting like Lavinia Fig Tree's early 20th century image of Crown Street, Wollongong. Indeed, it is one of Illawarra's greatest environmental statements, and it does what no extant historical photograph can ever do so well. It shows the extraordinary dimensions of Tom Thumb Lagoon at high tide, and helps us understand that the now almost completely lost giant waterway both stretched so far inland, and also how close it came, even as late as the early 1900s, to the main streets of central Wollongong. But the Tom Thumb Lagoon, seen in John Skinner Prout's very early lithograph, was gradually filled in from the late 1920s to make way for that economic powerhouse that brought so many migrants to this land to be employed in the Port Kembla Steelworks and all its associated industries. Whether Lavinia Fig Tree ever saw herself as what we would today call an environmentalist is unknown, but her granddaughter, artist Pamela Griffith, most certainly is. Like our foremost Illawarra activist Jess Moore, Pamela has also campaigned through her art against the dangers of coal seam gas mining on the Southern Highlands in an area just to the west of Illawarra's precious water catchment. Pamela Griffith's latest exhibition shows us both the scars and beauties of what we today have won and lost in Illawarra. It's a series of works that both warms the heart and puts the world to shame.